Hello, everybody. Welcome to our new YouTube channel, Ask BPA, where the Region 4 chapter of Minnesota has decided to have a YouTube channel that will be having three types of videos. One will be the interview portions, where we ask people who are accredited or have many accolades in some of our competitive events to help give tips to beginners or people who would like to improve themselves. Another one will be overall just having our networking aspect, where we see if we can apply those competitive events to the real life and professional workforce by interviewing people or professionals who work at certain companies. And then our last YouTube video will be asking other people from different types of chapters or organizations for tips on how they do things or voiceover specials on how you can get things done for the BPA Nationals. Right now, we are interviewing our lovely Grace Tang today. She is a part of the China chapter here for BPA. I'm here with my co-host Elijah Johnson and Elena K. So we're very excited. Grace, would you like to introduce yourself?
Okay, so my name is Grace Tang. I'm from China in the city of Shanghai. So I'm currently studying under the IB curriculum, the International Baccalaureate in curriculum in high school in Shanghai. And also I participated in USAD, United States Academic Decathlon, and FBLA Future Business Leaders of America in the past year. And right now I'm working in BPA China Founding Team as a Vice President of Academics. And I'm also the head of the chapter BPA in our school. And also our club also has chapters in USAD, FBLA, and UC. So we're kind of an omnivore club, yes.
All right.
Wow, that's a lot. Oh my goodness.
It sounds like
It's
you're
a
quite
lot of,
busy.
yeah.
Okay, so of course there's a bit of a time difference between us. So what time is it for you right now?
It's 8 8:11 at night, and the light is up and the sun is down, so it's just a
Wow,
revert.
yeah. It's a big difference. It's 6 a.m. here.
Yeah, so we're like 14 hours ahead of you.
Yeah, wow.
I'm actually super jealous of that.
I am a little bit too. And then just before we start, we have some kind of like fun icebreaker questions. So, Grace, what is your favorite food in the whole world? What do you love to eat?
I love matcha ice cream. I always do, and I think personally that the best matcha ice cream comes from Ice Queen. Oh no, Dairy Queen. Was it ice cream or Dairy Queen? I forget. Anyway, it produces the best matcha ice cream, so yeah, I love it.
Alana, how about you?
My favorite food ever. I really like chicken noodle soup. That's probably my favorite thing,
Yeah,
especially in the winter.
you can't go wrong with that.
Mhm.
Ayad?
I like ice cream. Like just in general ice cream. You can't go wrong with ice cream. I like every ice cream except chocolate ice cream. Chocolate ice
What?
cream, it needs to go. Chocolate ice cream, it just needs
How
to
can,
go.
how can you not like chocolate ice cream? It's like,
It's classic. You're fighting the
yeah.
classic.
It's
No,
so bitter though. It doesn't even taste like ice cream. No, it doesn't. It really doesn't.
Okay, but like this is coming from somebody who drinks Coke, so I don't really
Yeah,
respect your
Coke.
opinions
Oh,
anymore.
Coke is. Oh, you drink Pepsi. Who drinks Pepsi?
no,
You know
Okay,
Pepsi. Pepsi is too sweet. Okay, I'm for
You know
Coke.
what Pepsi tastes like the can. Like when you drink it, it tastes like the.
Oh no, no, Pepsi is just seriously. It's too sweet. It's too sweet. It doesn't taste like actual Coke. Pepsi is Coca-Cola plus extra sugar. Yes.
It's the fake version of
Yeah,
Coke.
it is.
Right. Thank you, Grace. Tell Elijah. Speak your truth.
Sorry,
Thank
I
you.
feel so attacked right now. Just
You deserve it.
sorry, Elijah.
Okay, let's settle down. Or maybe it's just me who needs to calm down. But let me ask you a question on what's your favorite type of music, or specifically a favorite type of song that you have?
I don't really have a favorite genre. Kind of just follow my FM and just listen to whatever it picks me. But however, I do like electric music, but I don't like the human voice accompany. I think like just just regular electric music. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think I get what you mean. Yeah. Elena, what about you?
I really like 80s music, so things like Journey or like Elton John, things like that. I really like listening to that.
Love Elton John. Oh my
I know, it's so good.
I
God.
never would have guessed that, but I can definitely see it now.
Yeah, it's kind of my go-to.
Oh my god.
Elijah, I don't know if you deserve to answer this question because you like Pepsi, but
Whatever. I like everything. My two favorite genres are probably jazz and pop, which are kind of like opposites of each other, but I really like both.
oh, that's nice. That's nice. Um, okay, for me, I okay. Because of the pandemic, I've kind of been trying to expand my music taste. And I don't know. I've just been hearing a lot about BTS, so I've been listening to their music. They recently came out with an album, so yeah.
Oh, nice. All right, so on to some questions about BPA. What did you like? Why did you join BPA, and what made you want to open up a chapter in China? Because of course you are part of that founding team.
Well, so it was like the first time I actually met BPA, I was thinking like at that time I only participate in the academic challenges of USAD and FBLA, and they are kind of strictly an academic challenge in China. So I was approaching BPA and they offer something that I never seen before, which is some leadership programs, and there's some community programs, which I never thought could coincidence so well in the competition. So that was really what triggered me to kind of apply for a founding team. And as I got into it more, that's when I started to build a BPA chapter in our school in China. So I think at least in my opinion, I think there's a really unique quality about BPA is that it incorporates your academic knowledge. It incorporates the textbook stuff that you read and learn, and it makes them into some tangible thing that you can actually process. Be it in a community service or leadership program like we're doing now, or be it like just the writing portion of how you're entering this academic challenge. Like I really feel that BPA provides a more holistic and more realistic business environment than many of the other challenges. It's just that like you can actually pick up some very useful skills that you will maybe later use in your career or further in college that you cannot get access to in other places.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. I would say like that's one of the great things about BPA is there's so many different aspects of it that come together. It isn't just focused on one thing.
Yeah, and I definitely say like that's something that you get to realize more and more as you move on in like your membership because during my first year I was completely focused on the competitions, and then later on I started focusing more on leadership roles and like the actual business aspects of how this could help me in the future. You mentioned a little bit about your experiences in USAD and FLBA, and I understand you are a very, very decorated competitor. You have some awesome accomplishments. So, could you talk a little bit more about your experiences and some of the awards that you've gotten?
Um, like I really have a very I was doing USCD counseling for a little bit of our clubs because we are actually a new emerging club, and there was a lot of small clubs that reached out to us to see how we got where we are today. So I really like to put it in a very blunt answer because I like human and I like to study them, and so I work very hard to study them. It's very blunt, and actually USC only touched you in one topic, but I think this I think my idea behind that could be universal because um, here's a thing that Dostoevsky once said, and I'm really a fan of his writing. He said something like this: like humankind is a mystery, and if you spend your life solving this mystery, you cannot say that you have wasted your life. So, of course, course, he's a very profound and he's a very great man. And but I think I really like what he's saying because he has such a passion for humanity. And I think essentially I'm very passionate when it comes to US city competition because I feel like it incorporates all these 10 subjects of different fields and it revolves them around a central theme. And I think that it is the one way that if it is one way you can really solve a real problem is through this. So I think it's a very, I think it's just a very emotional path for me in USAD, I think.
No, I totally get that. I love your complex thinking of how you want to understand the human mind and how it works so that you can potentially use it in real life experiences and real life applications such as in BPA. That's really amazing thinking when you hear it out loud. One
Yeah.
question that I have to ask you, Grace, personally is what aspect of BPA are you looking the most forward to this year?
The most. I would probably say about its potential in the community service because right now I am in the leadership program, so I know how it works, and I'm also participating in the academics challenge, so I kind of know how it works, but I haven't competed yet. However, I think there is a huge potential, at least in China, BPA is its community service part, because we've just started a program on promoting ecological tourism in the rural areas of China and to help them promote their businesses, their economy, because some of them they're really in need of these because their education skills and um, all these kind of situations they're really kind of lacking. So I think it's a very interesting aspect in how you can actually incorporate your knowledge in such a way, especially in your high school life.
That's really great. That's really great that you're using BPA as an opportunity to help others and improve the lives of others. I think that's really admirable.
Yeah.
So another question about BPA. So of course you've gone into a little bit about the different aspects of it and all the different opportunities that it's going to provide you. So what are some key components or what are some key skills or experiences that you're hoping to gain from BPA?
Okay, so I think aside from the leadership and the community service that I just mentioned, because I mentioned a lot in them, I think um, I I really wish that I can write a very professional essay. I know it's very utilitarian, but however, it is true because I think, well, when I was reviewing for the BPA challenge, of course, I went through its objective requirements, and I found myself just studying accounting, which is very strange for me, and I got into this maze of debit and credit, and it took me a weeks to figure out a way to get out of this. So I think BPA is really academically challenging and it really pushes you through all these limits and makes you observe the world in a much more in-depth and professional way. And I think if I can acquire that kind of professional knowledge, that would be really great.
That is definitely a good point. Yeah, I'd say that strong writing skills, that's an important tool that can help you in almost any area of your life. So it's a great thing to improve on.
Yeah, it's really funny how you mentioned accounting too in your like journey to get into BPA. No, I'm just saying that because a lot of the people that I know who joined BPA also it was in relation to something due to accounting. So I'm glad to see that it's still an application that applies like internationally. I guess accounting is just super popular everywhere.
Oh no, I can't get my head around that thing. I was asking my economics teacher and he was saying, oh, okay, this is what, this is that. I was like, what? Oh, I can't get my head off that credit and debit thing. Oh my God. I hope they
Oh
take it
my
off
God.
the list.
I had the same experience because last year I did this really weird PC servicing and troubleshooting test. And it was like an IT, basically a gigantic IT and math test. And I had no idea how to do like any of the concepts in it. So I asked one of my engineering teachers for help and she tried to explain everything. And I'm like, yeah, that still does not make sense. But thanks for trying.
No, Elijah, you're like you're like a lot of levels above me already. I'm still working with the basics.
Oh, that is not true. I know nothing about accounting, so
Yeah,
you're
me neither.
definitely.
Yeah, accounting, it's too boring for me. I fall asleep in that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Too boring for me too. No one should learn this. I hope they take it off the testing.
Well, then why are you learning it then?
Oh, this is
That's funny. And then Elena has just one more question for you, and then we should be done.
All right, so last question. So as you open up this new chapter of BPA, is there anything for BPA that you're nervous about or not looking forward to?
okay. So that will kind of fall into the same kind of the same circle as I was discussing about accounting and all these academic challenges we face because when I first started the BPA chapter, I didn't expect it to be much different from FBLA because maybe it's just international and international differences. Because when we were doing FBLA, we were doing strictly marketing, and we only should do only on that on the 4Ps and all these. But as we go into BPA, we find that for objective tests, you need to go through all these test levels like accounting and on the IT thing that like Elijah just said. And if you want to do a subjective test, then you kind of just need to incorporate all these societal and even psychological effects into it and to build it on economics or business concepts. So as we were approaching this and we were tutoring our club members on how to do this, we kind of find ourselves uh, just very painfully pushing forward. So that was kind of nervous for us. And of course, it took a lot of consulting and a lot of learning from, there's a little counting booklet that my father's colleague brought me. There was a little leaflet about the basics of accounting that I really learned from. It was very old. It was like 30 years old when his colleague first started accounting, and then he gave it to me, and I was like, oh my god, I can't stand this stuff.
Oh no, that's definitely understandable. I'd say that because there's just so many options in BPA, it can be overwhelming at first to know like what to pick or where to start. But definitely as you get started, as you keep going, you get the hang of it and you start understanding more about what's going on.
Yeah, thanks.
Of course, Grace, I wish you well on your accounting journey. I hope you become the best accountant that there is. We would like to thank you so much for letting us interview you today. Once again, I'm still a bit jealous that it's nighttime in your area, but it's okay. I believe this interview was well worth the time getting up. So thank you once again. And for all our viewers out there, please subscribe to this new channel. We would really appreciate it if we got our viewer ratings up so we could have a lot more videos like this. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
everybody.
guys.